Hey, what's up everybody? Danny Greco here. Now that we're in the month of April, I've got March 2020 Seattle home statistics stats with me. I'm going to jump into that. We're going to talk a little bit about the coronavirus and how that's impacted the market. I'm going to leave that mainly for another video here, but just diving right into these statistics here. Now, remember, this is right around the time of the year where things really start to escalate. I always say that late first quarter, early second quarter is when things really start to show appreciation, when sellers and homeowners are going to get most appreciation for the year out of their home. So this March, now it's been kind of a funky one because we've been dealing with the coronavirus and that whole mess, which maybe you can argue the origins of when that happened, but in terms of any statewide mandate and that sort of thing, that went into effect in March. So I don't think we're really going to start to see a lot of those statistics start to play out until another month from now. So, real estate's always a little delayed, 30, 60 days or so, that's just the nature of the beast. So jumping right into the stats for March, we're actually seeing really positive gains. In fact, year over year, the median priced single family home in Seattle increased up almost 5% basically. So $790,000 is what the median price single family home in Seattle was of last month. That's an 8% increase just from the prior month. So 5% year over year, 8% month over month, and we actually never even reached levels that high in all of 2019. So we have to go back to 2018 to see a median value that high. We came close last year, less than 1%, but nothing quite that high. So that's really pretty impressive and indicative of what the market was like. Before all this craziness with the virus happened and outbroke and everything there, this was probably the craziest times I had seen. We were back to 2017, first half of 2018 type of market. It was, I'd argue, even maybe a little crazier. Homes were selling with multiple offers, but a lot of times they weren't even making it to the offer review date. So, the home's on the market for 2 days. The sellers say they're not going to look at offers for another 3 or 4 days. After 2 or 3 days, they might already have 3 or 4 buyers that have jumped the gun submitting offers that way. So I had not seen something that aggressive really ever. So this was quite a change with things, and a lot of that is due, again, just to very low inventory levels. We ended March at 1.01 levels of inventory, 1 month of inventory, extreme shortages. We're going to talk about that too in the next Corona video as well, in regard to how this market or this pandemic, how it's different for the housing market this time around compared to 2008. Switching over to condos, really not much of a change. Median value down up about 9% year over year, which is actually a lot. So the median home value for a condo is all over the place today, $485,000, but that's actually pretty unchanged from last month, and so is the inventory. Condo inventory is still hovering around about 1.5 months or thereabouts, which, again, considering in November they were at 3 months, that is a huge drop in just 90 days, going back to last month, that basically saw half the condos in the market go off the market. So big gainers for neighborhoods in terms of appreciation. We had pretty much a tie between South Seattle areas like Beacon Hill, Columbia City, that sort of thing, and then Queen Anne and Magnolia, both about a 10.5% jump year over year in appreciation. So really good job there. One thing too I want to bring out, which we've been seeing play out consistently as well, is we're still down. This time compared to last year, we are still down over 30% in inventory. So there were 30% more homes 30% more homes available in 2019 in March than there were in 2020. Yet there's 21% more homes that have sold. So there's more homes selling despite there being less on the market, which is why we're seeing these 5% appreciation numbers finally start to kick in. I thought we would start seeing that earlier in the year, but we hadn't really started until right now. And next month is anybody's guess, but had this virus not gotten in the way, we would have in my estimation, still seeing that play out. So anyway, stay tuned for the next video where we talk more about the virus, its impact on the market, along with other topics. But anything you need before then, like, click, subscribe. Talk to you then.